Um, this is Commander Bud Colley aboard the International Space Station, just to give you an update on the situation that developed up here over the last number of days regarding the leprechauns that found their way on board via a suitcase brought on board unknowingly, I have to say, by Commander Paddy Irishman. Paddy Irishman over he just override on the door on the control panel for our sleeping quarters, and I have to say it was quite exceptional. The door opened, which allowed us to float out, and we floated our way around the International Space Station, and we finally came into contact with some of the leprechauns. Uh, they had weapons. I have to say they brought weapons on board, little smoking pipes, and they had boxes and boxes of Lucky Charms, and they used these as their offensive against us. But I have to say that Boris, who was quite hungry at the time, well, he just pretty much swallowed up every Lucky Charm that was thrown his way, and that was uh, that was pretty good. So that just left the smoking pipes, which were a bit of a nuisance, okay, but we got those things off them. I'm also glad to report that Captain Michel, or Commander rather, excuse me, Commander Michel Jacqueline was not dead after all, and he also aided in our infiltration of the leprechauns. Um, I believe there were a total of 8.5 leprechauns on board, and they were quite challenging. I have to say, they were jumping out of the walls. They were jumping out of the light fixtures on the ceiling, and they were popping up as well through floorboards. So yeah, they were all over the place in their little green jackets and their little green hats and their pointy little brown shoes, and yeah, they were uh, quite tricky indeed, I have to say. But we were successful. Paddy Irishman was quite outraged. I have to say, I've never seen him go that color or get that angry. But he pretty much uh, made shit of four of them. They are now wearing their heads as ass warmers. Excuse my language, but yeah, it was quite scary to watch. He got very, very angry. Um, that's just with the 3.5 or 4.5, excuse me. I can't quite remember now. The airflow is still a little bit dodgy up here, but I managed to take out two myself. I just stepped on them and squashed them into the ground, and quite messy, but we'll clean that up. Um, as for the rest, they are currently locked in isolation and with no way of getting out at all. They didn't really do that much damage. I do believe they were trying to uh, drive the International Space Station back to Earth, all right. They had set coordinates, but unfortunately, because they are leprechauns that have no prior training as astronauts or in anything at all, really, the coordinates were heading for the moon. So that could have been a total disaster for everyone on board this space station, unfortunately. But we have corrected things now, and everything is back to normal. We keep ourselves entertained now in the evening time because they have, unfortunately, destroyed every single TV on board, and as a result, now we cannot keep ourselves entertained by watching episodes of Home and Away and things like that, Fair City, the little Irish program. But yeah, that's all been taken away from us. And they also used all the board games that we had on board the station for toilet paper for some reason. But we entertain ourselves now. We go down and we poked the last few remaining leprechauns that we rounded up. We poked them with sticks. You know, I like poking them in the eye, poking them up the ass and things like that. And it's fun. You know, it keeps us entertained. And, you know, they're not too happy about it, but that's the least of their worries. Wait till we get them back to Earth. I'm telling you. There'll be no more go to the end of the rainbow. Put it that way. But they didn't do too much damage overall, and quite happy now to report that everyone is happy again, except the leprechauns that we have trapped. But yeah, we're just gonna look forward to getting back home again. It's been delayed for another few weeks now, but we don't mind, you know, as long as we get there in the end. So. That's pretty much the latest update from the International Space Station here, and the Leprechaun situation has been controlled, Americana style. I repeat, the International Space Station incident has been controlled, Americana. Yeah. Bud Colley, commander of the ISS. Over and out.